Let's talk about a winner.
That's right. Here at home, a party at Bank of America Stadium.
Ooh, somebody can win in the stadium.
That's right. Lionel Messi and Miami, they came in and left with a big fat loss. Charlotte FC won their MLS record-tying 9th straight game. The Fortress was lit from the get-go. Kalina with the save on Messi, trying that Panenka, and then it became the Tuklamati party. He didn't have one, not two, but 3 goals in this game. A hat trick for Tuklamati. Here now, head coach Dean Smith on the win.
I'm really pleased for how the players have bounced back because, you know, you go through, a season's a marathon, it's not a sprint. And there's going to be ups and downs, and I've ran a few marathons and I know there's ups and downs within it. You know, we've had some down times during that spell when we were away from home a lot. But we've shown an awful lot of character to come through that, and I'm really pleased about that side of the game.
Man, it was a huge win. With that Saturday win, Charlotte FC now clinches a playoff berth. The Crown remains in 3rd place as of now, but there are only 2 points behind 2nd place and 4 points behind 1st place. Top 4, remember, get a home field advantage during the playoffs, so a huge win for Charlotte FC. And what this club has done over the last 3 months cannot be overlooked. This is without a doubt the hottest team in the MLS. They will now look to set that new MLS record. 10 straight win when they travel to New York to take on NYFC on Saturday. Let me break this down for you real quick, because I watched this game from start to finish, and I will be the one to tell you, before the game started, I said, listen, I'd be happy with a draw. Mm-hmm. If they sneak out a win, they'll sneak a 1-0 win, a 2-1 win, but I'll be happy with the draw. This team came in there, and they came in to play. I know that Tuklamati had a hat trick, and I love that he had a hat trick. His rise has been fantastic. He's a kid. His future is so bright. But let me put Tuklamati to the side real quick. And the reason he had that hat trick was all Wilfried Zaha. What a heck of a game for Wilfried Zaha, whether it was the assists, whether it was the awareness in the field, whether it was him giving the ball to Tuklamati and saying, here you go, young blood, go get your hat trick. That is leadership, and that is what this team has with Wilfried Zaha. And then on the opposite side of the field with Christian Kalina. Come on now, the best player on the planet, Lionel Messi, trying a Panenka PK, and Kalina with the awareness saying, not up in my house. No, sir. Talk about a team that is really riding high, buying into their manager, clicking on all cylinders, and going full speed, giving this city what we desperately deserve and desperately need. Whether we're talking soccer, football, hockey, baseball, badminton, I don't care. They need a winner. And right now, Charlotte FC is proving that they're the big dog.
I'm gonna be a wet blanket at the end of this, but look, the defense is outstanding.
Yeah.
6 of the 9 straight wins, clean sheets. That's defense. That's great defense. That's Christian Kalina. That's that back line of the defense.
Ream.
So hats off to the defense. Yeah, and Wilfried Zaha, the fact that he said, hey, you know, you take the PK.
Yeah, go ahead, Young Buck.
All he's been doing is saying, hey, man, I'm a team guy, and everybody been criticizing him and all that. That's the ultimate team thing.
Yep.
You know, he could have took that PK and collected a goal for him to put it on his sheet. Nah, he was like, Tuklamati, you take it, man. Get this hat trick for us on the biggest stage, biggest night, biggest game of the season. You do that.
Packed house.
You know, and when this streak started, Charlotte FC was in 10th.
Look at that.
9 straight, you're in 3rd. They're running. They're running right now. What I want them to do is end this streak, heading to the playoffs. Don't have no streak going into the playoffs. They need to lose a game, end this streak. Stay focused, though. I don't want them to have no streak going into no playoffs. That's the worst thing.
Get your loss or your tie-in now.
Exactly.
So that you can clean it in the postseason.
Okay, yeah. Maybe you win this at noon Saturday, NYCFC in Yankee Stadium. How ironic is that?
Yeah,
you got a shot to break the MLS record at Yankee Stadium. Of course, it's not a soccer stadium. It's not a soccer pitch. But the history of Yankee Stadium, and you get to make history there. Then after that, I want them to take a draw or a loss heading into the playoffs. But don't put your look. They're within shot of winning the Supporters Shield. I don't want them to tank it. I want them to keep going.
I'm telling you, look, NYCFC's in 7th place.
Yeah.
So this is a meaningful game for them.
Oh yes.
This is a very meaningful game.
It was meaningful for Miami too.
Yes,
until
it
they
was.
got punched in the mouth.
Then they got last place Montreal, second to last place DC United, and then first place Philadelphia.
Yep.
There's going to be a loss within that.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But here's the thing, man, because you got to get that out now, because when this team is in the postseason, and hopefully when this team is hosting a home series in the postseason, you don't have the added pressure.
Exactly.
You don't have all that stuff. You are right. This team, Dean has this team right now believing and cooking. The players, when a big name like Wilfried Zaha, you just mentioned it, when he can check his ego to the side and be the ultimate team guy, that means you got him.
Yeah.
And he's been playing phenomenal soccer. Toklamati has grown with him. And that defense by Reem, Malanda, and Kalina has been fantastic. So whether it's Saturday against New York, or maybe the last game of the season against Philly, or maybe against the 2 worst teams in the East, a loss will come, and I'll be fine with that because of the way that this team has been playing.
It was good to see Pep Biel back out
Yes.
there. We got to get him reacclimated and figure out where and I think that's where we're going to start to. You might have that loss as you're reworking him in, and everybody else has got to figure out. They've got to shift their.
Sure.
They've gotten to their role and they were comfortable, but now we got to put the MVP back in. So some folks gonna have to shift out of their roles and things of that nature. That's where that might come. But you got to have Pep Biel headed into the playoffs, playing his best, so they can threaten for the MLS Cup. They are a contender. They are a top contender for the MLS Cup, and the goal has always been at least 4th in the East and winning some hardware. And by golly, they're right where they want to be
baby.
to get that done.
We're poised, baby.
Unbelievable.
We'll see what happens this coming